Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Before starting my video, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do, and do not forget to turn on notifications as I'm sharing great content every day. Alright, let's switch our development branch again. Let's continue where we left. Previous lesson we finalized our manually created delegates. Now I am continue with the built-in ones. Alright, let me do all of them. Actually, I'm going to use these two methods, but let me make them all command line, and I'm gonna create again. Actually, I'm gonna do a copy and paste. Let's take this here. Okay. Let me have a look. Anything else here? Okay. Let's continue with the built-in delegates. What are those built-in delegates, guys? We have three built-in delegates. The first one is which I'm going to use the action delegate. The second one, actually we have two type of action. The first one is let me type separately all of them. By the way, let me clear something. 95% we're not using manually created delegates because the built-in delegates really designed carefully and smart. So we are using most of time the built-in delegates. So it's please watch and listen carefully in this video. Okay, now the first one is action delegate. The second one action again, but with the parameters. Okay, we have two action delegates, comes with the parameter and comes without the parameters. Okay, the second one we're going to talk about predicate, and the third one we're going to talk about function, and both of them you have to give parameters to use them. The only without using parameters one is the action delegate. Okay, let's continue with the action delegate. I am going to use those methods. Let me take this method. Let's make it uncomment. Okay, I have a method here. Obviously, we need workers data namespace. Yep. Now let me have a look. Okay. To create an action delegate. Okay, let's go step by step. Previously, I created a delegate, but this time I already have a delegate, so I don't need to create anyone. So I'm typing action. As you can see, there is two type action delegate. I'm going to use the first one. Use first one, but just consider I don't have any idea how to create this action delegate, and I'm going to show you step by step how can I understand, how can I use delegate. Okay, let's give a name, promotion, and let's say new action. Let's open a parenthesis. As you can see, it is asking us a target which is going to be void, and it takes no parameters. So what can I do then? So I need a no parameter void method, right? Let's create a no parameter void method. Void method, no parameter. Here we go. Let's console write line. I have no parameter and I am void. Okay, let's add this method here. This is our action delegates. Let's see the result now. Promotion, Let's right click on project and set as a startup project. Now let's see the results. As you can see, I have no parameter and I am void. Perfect. Alright, let me have a look. The same rules are applicable for these built-in parameters. So we can create, let me create another action. Let's say promotion new. So we can create a new action and we can add our anonymous method here. First thing we did, if you remember, we are giving the parameters and there is none. So we are giving none parameter. This is non-parameter, nothing we have to give this action delegate. Let's use our lambda. I'm giving you nothing and I want you to do this logic, for example. You can do whatever you want here. So I'm going to console write line. I have no name. I have no method name. And also you can able to delete this new action section. Also you're able to add another methods here, like make it multiple use. Let's make those two like this. Okay, let's have a look. Oops, we didn't use our promotion if, so it's my bad. So there is no parameter. Let's just use I have no parameter and I'm void. I have no method name. As you can see, we're able to reach our methods using action delegate. Let me have a look quickly. So to do this, our previously created one, as you can see, there is a parameter and void. So to do this, let's make it command line. So we're going to use the second action delegate. Let me continue underneath. No, not this one. Sorry. Yeah, here. Let me continue here. If I would like to use this method, I'm going to use an action method which accepts parameter, and let's have a look what kind of parameter it is asking. It is up to 16 different parameters. Yeah, you can use basically 16 different parameters. Okay, now in this method I need two different parameters. Let's give them. The first one is integer. The second one is going to be workers data. All right, let's create a new promotion with parameters. Okay, or let's say action delegate with parameters. Okay, let's create a new one. The first, the initial creation, I'm using the long way to make you understand everything. Okay, let's open your brackets, and it is asking you a method contains two parameters and returns void. So what we have in our hands, we have promotion, two parameters, and it's void. Let's use it. Promotion, here we go. Let's use this action delegate now. Once you open your brackets, it's asking you two arguments. The first one is experience. Let's give 3. The second one is the workers data. Did we create one? Let's create one then. Workers data. The workers data. Okay. Let's give our data to our delegate. Let's see the results now. As you can see, we're able to use our method. We are using action delegate. Perfect. So same rules we can use again. Let me command line here. Let's create another action delegate, except with the parameters. Let's say integer and workers data. Action delegate. Let's say delegate with parameters 2. Parameters 2. Let's create new action. Okay, open your brackets, and I guess you get used to what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to create my anonymous method here. You can open your brackets because we're going to assign our parameters. The first parameter is going to be required experience. By the way, you're able to change those names anytime you want. You can give X, Y, Z, whatever you want, okay? Comma and worker, or let's say data for now. And I'm going to use those parameters, the logic located in this section. Okay, so I'm going to copy my logic again here. As you can see, I assign an anonymous method in my action method. Okay, let's close it now. And I can add my previous one again. Promotion. Where's my promotion? Promotion. Record experience workers data. For example, -2. Yep. Let's try to use this delegate. Action delegate dot. Not dot, sorry. Open your brackets. Let's say 2, not 2. Let's say 6 and workers data. Let's run the result. As you can see, we have two methods. The first one is anonymous, the second one comes our previously created method. So this is how we use action method, accepts parameter return void. Perfect. Let me continue with the other ones. It was action delegate, right? Let me type those with the uppercase. Action delegate. Action delegate. Okay, perfect. Let me have a look quickly. Okay, let me make comment those lines as well, and make comment here as well. Okay, let's continue with the predicate. Predicate. Oops. Alright guys, let's start with typing our delegate, and let's see step by step what is delegate doing and how we can use it. As you can see, it is accepting one parameter, just parameter. You can give integer or just string. Let's type, for example, integer. Yeah, let's try integer. And I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to give a name called test. Let's continue. Let's say new, and it is asking me, sorry, let's say predicate integer. Yes, let's have a look what we have in our hands now. The return value is going to be integer. Yeah, the return value, no, sorry, it's my bad, guys. Okay. Um, the predicate, okay. The return value here, guys. Okay. The integer this is the type of our parameter. I'm going to use integer for my parameter. I'm telling here the return value is bool, and it is asking me give me a method accepting integer parameter and returning bool value. You can create your own methods. I'm not going to create my own methods anymore, or you can create your own anonymous method here. Okay, let's create our anonymous one. Open your brackets and give a variable. For example, let's say number, and this number has a logic inside our brackets. So let's have a quick check. If number equals 0, return about true, else return false. Alright, what's happening to you, mate? Else return, let's delete it, I don't need you. Okay, else return false, perfect. So the logic is checking this number parameter, is it 0 or not, and returning us true or false. Let's have a look at our result. The number is asking us integer object. Let's give 45. Alright. And we have a return value. So let's say var result equal. So return value is bool, as you can see. Let's type our result in our screen now. Let's see. The result is false, as you can see, guys. Perfect. Is there any chance can we add another method in our logic? Let's type a method here. So the return value is going to be bool, and let's give a name example, and it is asking a value, integer test. Let's say if what is that namespace coming suddenly? If test bigger than 0, I'm going to get through, else false. Let's add our example method here. I create my example method here, and I have my variable here. So it become transparent. We have a problem here. What's happening then? Let's have a look. Unreachable code detected. Why we have unreachable code detected? Because our return is just bool. Just one return we have, true or false. We have true or false here. So we have another true or false here. So what's gonna happen now? We're not able to use this. We can't use because we have just one return at the end. Okay, let's delete it. Okay, let me use this predicate with the, by the way, you can use this predicate by deleting this initial section. Let's say integer again. Let's say test2, and I'm going to give an example as a result. Oh, sorry, forgot to type it. Let's say example. What if I type here example directly? Is it going to work? Yeah, it is working. You don't need to type exactly new keyword because we already assign a predicate here. So you're able to use like this. Let's see the test2 now. Let's var result 2 and test 2 dot, not dot, let's give a number 25. Let's see the result. First one is going to be false and second one should be the true. Let's see the result, but we didn't type, we didn't use right line. Let's say result 2. Alright, false and true. Perfect. This is how we using predicate delegate, guys. Perfect. Let's continue with the function. Okay, let's make command line all of them. Everything is in command. Perfect. It seems all right. Let me have a look how many minutes done. It's 21 minutes. Okay, I'm going to finish all delegates, hopefully. Let's type our function. Func delegate, sorry. It's Let's type and see the results. Okay, we have 17 different overloads, and the first one is just sending a result. Let's have a look. What does that mean? The type of the return value of the method is delegate encapsulates. Okay, let's type just, let's using the first one. The result is going to be integer, or let's say string. The result is going to be string. Let's say an example. Let's say new function string. Let's see what is asking us. Okay, it is asking us non-parameter method with sorry guys, non-parameter method returning with the string value. Okay, so we can create our anonymous method as well, and we can create our previously created method. Let's type here our string return value method and with no parameters. Let's say return I am learning delegates. Perfect. Let's give method here, and now we're able to use our function delegate. Let's say example, there is no parameter. Let's use it now. Why it's not working? Okay, obviously it's return a string for result. Now we need to use console write line to get this result on our screen. Perfect. I'm learning delegates. Don't forget function and predicates returning value all the time. You can have you can have the result and you can assign them to a variable. Okay. Also, you can use, hopefully without any typing new function blah blah something. So it's much more easy way to assigning a method to a function. Okay, let's continue with the same way. Let's make them all command line. Function. Let's give. So we use without parameter, but when it comes to the using the parameter one, as you can see, 17. If you remember the action one, while we using action delegate, it was 16 because there is no return value. And in function, we have return value, so they made 17. So the main difference between the function and the action, we have a return value with the function, guys. Okay, let's use something different now. I am going to enter, I'm going to give a string, and I'm going to give an integer. I'm going to give a workers data. I don't know what I'm going to do, just giving random data, and as a result, I'm going to have string. I'm going to have a string. Okay, this is my result, return value. Okay, let's give a name, example delegate. Let's type here example delegate, and let's type new. We don't need to type new, by the way. You can just open your brackets to type your parameters. You can create your anonymous your method, but I would like to show you, if you struggle, if you forget how to do it, just continue with function string workers data string whatever you enter, top, open your brackets, and it will lead you what you need to do. In this section, your result is going to be string, and in this bold brackets, these are your parameters, and whole of them is your target. Alright, let's open our brackets for adding our parameters. I'm gonna use the temporary parameters in the beginning. So our parameters is going to be x, y, z, and I'm going to create my logic, use the lambda in curly brackets. Okay, let's create a logic here. Let's use a for each and see our workers first. Workers in data. I'm gonna give a data for workers data. Let's change it. Okay, step by step, we're going to fix our variable names. Data dot workers. Let's create a logic. If required salary, let's assign our required salary. The second one is if required salary smaller than worker salary, then we have a string here, right? I'm gonna change it to the integer. Okay, then let's give a variable here, for example counter. All right, count plus plus. Let me have a look. Okay, count will be plus plus. Can I give a default value? Count 0? No. Okay, leave it like that. Count will be plus plus. All right. Let's go if secure. Okay, if it's not, I don't want nothing. Let's come back now. If count bigger than, for example, 3, I want my result is going to be return value condition of workers is normal. Let's say count. Okay, required salary is good. Okay, let's say it's good because required salary is, for example, smaller than 3 workers. Just going to a 3. Count bigger than. Oh no, count if count smaller than 3, the condition is good. Let's say if else return condition of workers is not good. Probably it's going to work now. Let's try to run our delegate with new anonymous method. Example delegate. And it is asking us 3 different parameters. The first one is count. I'm going to start with 0. And the minimum salary, required salary is going to be 185. Let's give a workers data. Oops. Don't we have any workers data here? Let's create one workers data then. Workers data. New workers data. Okay. Perfect. Let's see the result now. Obviously we couldn't have any result. Sorry guys. We have a return value. As you can see, we need to catch this value to result, and we need to type the result to our screen. Okay, let's see the result now. Condition of worker is good. Let's have a look. Did we our logic correctly? The count is smaller than 3. It means every time the required salary is smaller than worker's salary, count is raising. If it's smaller than 3, it means we have a lot of worker have earning more than required salary. So condition, it means condition is good. And we start from 0. Okay, perfect. It seems okay. This is how we using function delegate, by the way. And also you can assign a previously created method which is returning string, for example, and have parameters. Okay, the previously we had just returning string without parameters. Let's add another method here. Let's return type. Let's make a return type. Make for example, let's say decimal method, and it is asking decimal number 1 and decimal number 2. Let's say return is n1 plus n2. Okay. Let's say method 2. Okay. Is it possible to add another method here? Do you want me to add this one? Let's add method 2 and let's give a decimal 1 point something like that, m, comma 2 something like that, m. Let's see, and we have a method, we have a 2 method here. So what's gonna happen now? Is it going to work? Obviously it's not gonna work. But I would like to try. Condition of work is not good. Why is not? why we add this and what's gonna happen. So it's useless element here because uses element because the return types is not the same with the our function, and the parameters is not same our parameter, so this is useless, right? So let's try to add another function here. This is why I'm created this decimal method in the first sense. So decimal, decimal, and decimal. So two type is decimal, return is decimal. So we have decimal delegate, decimal delegate, and just assign method to. Let's get result, var result, say 5, doesn't matter, decimal delegate, but we need to give our parameters 1 point something like that, 2 point something like that. Okay, let's see the result, but I'm gonna make this comment. Where is our result? Okay, we need console write line. Let's see the result now. This is our result. Okay, it's working like this. I just wondered, can I add another method, same parameter with here? Probably it won't work, but I would like to try. Okay, let's create a string method. Method example. I'm sorry. Example. So we have integer, and int x, int y, and workers data d. I am going to, okay, I'm going to use same reference names because I'm going to copy and paste here. Required salary and data for workers. Perfect. Let's get inside. Okay, I'm gonna copy this method and here. Perfect. What if I add this example here? What's gonna happen? I would like to see the result. Let's get inside with the breakpoint. And anything else should I do? Let's see the console result. Okay, let's run the project. Alright, we just jump into our delegate. It's returning us directly to the end. Let's click F11. Okay, now we are inside our delegate. Let's have a look. We are in here right now. Is there any result here? Not now. Okay. Result is processing for all workers. Count is 4 now. Now condition of worker is not good, is going to be seam. Okay. So it's continue with the other one. So we have a result, I guess, here. Let me have a look quickly. The result. Count is 3. Count is 4. Condition of worker is not good. So we have two of them here, example and this method and this method, but we going to have a result. Condition worker is not good. What if I change the results? I'm just trying to do something experimental here right now. I'm going to switch here bigger than, and let's see the result without. So I would like to know which result is assigning as a result of my function. Now it's good. Probably it's going to take first result. Now let's start our function again. All right. We are in this example method right now. Count is 4. We have a return condition worker is not good for this method. And now, okay, we're going to do this section is going to be good. So let's switch this method to the end. Condition of worker is good again. Okay, now I understand how it's working, guys. If you add your method, like predicate, we tried, if you remember, add our previously created result to the end, and we have an unreachable code detected because we have a return here. But if you use it here, it is considered, it is not written here, because after this section we have a return. We can use this, how can I say, we can use this method. For example, if you would like to get a result temporary, and if we would like to use this result temporary in our logic, for example, if count is bigger than 3 and result temporary equals 0, for example, the result is string, right? For example, equal string empty. I want to see this condition work good. So it doesn't make you confused. The action method, action delegate, predicate, and function, all of them accepts the methods. But if there is a return at the end of the method, you can't use it after anything after return. So just keep that in your mind. So if you would like to use many methods in your function, you can use it, including predicate, function, and the other ones. All you need to do is you need to know how to use them. In this example, I used my method and I get the result and assign it to a variable, and I used this variable in logic of my method. Okay, you can use this logic same as predicate. Perfect. I'm going to finish this lesson here. Hopefully you understand everything. If you confused something about something, please do comment below the video. I will be happy to help you. And if you crush the like button, I will be really appreciated, as it really motivates me. Now I'm going to commit my changes. Let me have a look what I typed previous lesson. Manually created delegates. Let's say built in delegates. Let's commit them all now. Save and commit. Perfect. Let's switch to domain and right click on development, merge dev into domain. Perfect. It's done. Alright, take care of yourself, guys. Thank you for watching my video. See you on the next lesson. Bye bye.